Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, whenever this reading finds you. This is a reading for Taurus, the sun sign of Taurus. And you may have Taurus in your chart, or you may be interested in a Taurus. Let's see here. Universal energies, spirits, guides, ancestors, and angels. I am open to insight, understanding, wisdom, and intuition. I commit to being open. I hope that this reading will put Taurus in touch with information that was previously unavailable, inaccessible, or unacknowledged by them. I hope that they'll use this information to manifest changes in their lives and create the life that they want, and make changes that they need. Not all readings are for all Tauruses. You may recognize other people, other characters in the story here, and know that gender is non-specific and time is fluid. Okay? All right. Let's get going here. Let me get my glasses because that's a thing now for me. All right. What do we have for Taurus? What's going on for Taurus, please? What is the issue at hand here for Taurus? That's too many. We're not even going to look. What's the issue at hand for Taurus, please? Okay. Okay, Taurus. So there's someone making an offering of emotion to another person, and the person who is receiving this offer is not open to it. Is very closed. Look at this body language. Arms across the chest, legs crossed, looking away, looking down. And this person is looking at their own emotions. They're not receiving this offering. They're not even looking at it. It's a true offer of emotion that is going unacknowledged. It's not even being acknowledged. Not only is it not being considered, it's not being acknowledged, and they are not open to sorry, that was too many again. They're not open to even considering it. And this could be because they don't trust this person. There is a King of Wands, around, and those are unfortunately often people that we consider players. They're kind of, they're usually like these gorgeous, dynamic, they're movers and shakers. They get stuff done. They are people who are business owners and event planners and party starters, and they are action-oriented people, but they are also like, real into their passion, and they're kind of, they have a little bit of a player energy, and that could be why you're just like, I'm not falling for this. Sorry. Take your charm somewhere else. I'm just gonna keep looking at this true emotion that I have. But this looks like they're trying to offer you emotion, and I see that this person's looking this way. So I think that they're considering you as they think that what they're offering you is real, a real deal. There's an aspect influencing this of not wanting to ruin everything. This is the Tower when it's upright is a complete and total destruction of all that is. It's a tear down of everything down to the studs, and then a rebuilding. And the avoidance of that is influencing this decision. It could be that this person is a friend of yours, or you think that this person would just wreak havoc on your life, and you are not interested in that. You are not interested in having to start all over again. And like, you're afraid that this person would burn down the house, so to speak. Okay. So influencing your decision to not acknowledge this offering is this distrust and this belief that this would change everything for you. And you are not willing to, you're not willing to do that right now. Okay. So, in the past, what are the influencing aspects of the past? What is something in the past, whether it be recent or in the far past, that has created this animosity and this fear of things, of changing everything? What is causing this for Taurus? Okay, well, there was someone who was not truthful. Someone who lied. Someone who didn't communicate well, who wasn't clear in their intentions. I just got a message. I just got an idea that that there's a possibility that this is an older person, and that this is an older person too. Like, you dated an older man or you dated an older woman, and then you're like, I'm not doing that again. I don't know where that came from, but because these are both kings, which are mature sort of father figure type people. And I mean father figure in that they're authoritative, not in that they take care of you in any way necessarily. But this is that was a side note that flew into my brain. So that could be that there's some situation where you've dated an older person, and in the past you've dated an older person. But however, having said that, in the past, definitely someone was not truthful and not a good communicator and not clear. They didn't communicate honestly, concisely, well. And you felt like it was a bunch of lies. And so I think you're suspicious of this person. And it's good to be a little suspicious of this person, because not because their intentions are bad, but they're so wrapped up in their passionate life that they aren't good at taking care of other people. They're really self-indulgent in a way. Okay? And so this is heavily influencing this. You're like, I don't want to be lied to again, and it would just destroy me. It would destroy me. I don't want to go through all of that again. What are the goals here? What are the goals? What do you want to happen? What does this person want to happen? Again, remember, any of this can be reversed. So, you know, you could be this player, but I doubt it. Okay, so let's see. Being a Taurus, you're probably, you look more like this guy. You're a little more stubborn than that. More grounded, sitting on the earth. Oh, there it is. And it came out upright. I saw it, but now, whatever. Let's see. I gotta get it off the floor here. Yeah. You just want peace. You just want calm and some stability and some kind of reverent, calm, true emotion. You want some patience as well. You might want this person to have patience, because you are, you know, you have this fear surrounding this. Or you're asking yourself, or you'd like, you know, to be patient with yourself. This is also about combining the elements of things, and combining emotion, and combining all this stuff in a way that makes things work for you. So you might, and I noticed that there's, you know, she's got cups here, right? So you might be like, I just want to do this my way. I just want to do this my way. I don't, you know, I don't want to, you know, jump into this and like Just please let me be patient and let me do this my way. Let me concoct this mixture. Let me create what I want to create out of this. Just please be patient. You want patience. You want calm. You want to be deliberate and careful and lovingly figure out how to do this. You're not like, this person is always fast, okay? So you're like, slow your roll. I'm not even considering this right now. Just slow your roll. Like, let me do this at my pace, in my time. I want to avoid another disaster. I've been lied to. Just please, if you could, and if not, then hit the road, Jack. Right? Move this over so I have room for these next steps. What are these next steps for Taurus, please? Next steps for Taurus, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, you have two here. Sorry, Charlie. See this? This is lack. This is no. No to that new beginning with the wand. Look at there. There's that wand. The next steps are don't take action. Right? And you have the World card that came out with it. So I'm going to put this here, even though that they're both on the same level. My tripod's in the way. Let me move this like this. There. So your next steps going forward, you need to finish something before you start something. There's something that needs to feel complete for you before you can start something new. There's something that needs to come full circle, something that needs to fully run its course before you can jump into a new passionate beginning. This isn't happening yet. Patience is required. You have three of the major arcana here. And major arcana, as we know, are about they're about your soul's path, your soul's journey, and not necessarily things that happen. So this is also, Temperance is also the card of Sagittarius. So you have, that might mean something to you, it might not. But you have these major life event, life soul's path stuff that are showing up here. So this is sort of a big deal. What happened in your past, or what influenced this situation, is this complete life-changing, this fear of this life-changing event happening. You don't want everything. You want to stay, you like, either something really got messed up in your life and everything changed, or you're avoiding it. So that's big deal. This is a big deal. You're like, it feels to me like you're taking control of your own situation in a way. You are really trying to not respond emotionally, and not, you're trying to be smarter. You're trying to be deliberate about how you create this going forward. And you have the World card, which is about like a cycle completing. So for your next steps, it's like, don't start anything new. Finish what you need to finish. Take the time you need here. Finish running the course, healing from this other thing before you start something new. Okay? How does Taurus see themselves, please? How does Taurus see themselves, please? You're like, and that's definitely you. You're like, all I talk about all the time is how I just want a nice, stable, fortuitous relationship. I just want to be calm. I want to share stability with someone. You see yourself as someone who is always projecting the stability and always projecting, always being the person who is the grounded one. And that's likely because you're a Taurus. So that's how you see yourself. You're like, I have a lot of passion on my mind. See this red scarf around his head. I have a lot of passion on my mind. But I'm always offering stability. I'm always offering groundedness. I give good, solid advice. I'm trustworthy. I'm honest. You know, I'm a good person. I'm salt of the earth kind of person, right? Taurus is earth sign. They're very earthy. And that's how you see yourself. Now let's see how others see you. How do others see Taurus? How do others see this Taurus? This came out like this, interestingly. They see you as someone who does not, maybe there's a sense here that you don't take enough of a break between relationships. It could be that you have unbalanced relationships. Yeah, there we go. You're used to having an unbalanced relationship. They see you as never getting into a relationship that, with someone that's your equal, or with someone that you really, you know, if this were upright, you really see each other. You really understand each other. It's a true blue balanced offering of emotion that people are giving to each other. And how others see you is that you have a bad picker, basically. You don't pick and I think it's because maybe you do rush into relationships. You don't take time to take it slowly. And that's why you're up here going, I'm going to do it right. I'm doing this right this time. I need to get over this other thing before I can start something new. I'm going to pace myself, slow your roll. I've been lied to in the past. You can just wait a little bit. Let me take my time here. Because what I want to always offer is something stable and real. Right? So yeah, people see you as you have a bad picker, and it's because you don't take enough time thinking about if this is a good thing for you, if it's a true option for you. You know, you just have a tendency to dive in, and you're not this time for once, which is great. What's the guidance here for Taurus? Guidance for Taurus, please. Get a card here. Guidance for Taurus. Angels, ancestors, spirits, guides. What do you have to say to Taurus? Oh, that almost came up. Oh, that's too many. Stand by. Too many cards. It's like 6 cards. Guidance for Taurus, please. There it is. The guidance is that you are not appreciating your own garden. You are not mastering your own situation. You know, I think so what this says to me is that you need to continue on this path. You need to build your own stability within yourself instead of looking to build this stability elsewhere or with someone else necessarily. It seems like the good things will come to you once you can turn this card around, right? Because the guidance is that this is how things are, and you want it to be this way, okay? So your guidance is create this for yourself. This person is independent. This person is has built a very rich and beautiful home life for themselves. And they have an independence and a grace and a stability that's for themselves. They build that for themselves. They aren't picking the wrong people and investing in the wrong people because they're hurrying in because they want love. And they're not the one saying, I'm bringing all this to the table and you don't bring anything, right? You need to emulate this. I can't get this card off the table. There we go. You need to become more like this Nine of Pentacles person who is calm and serene in their own life, independent of anyone else. And I think that that's what you're working on here. I think that that's what you're doing. You have healing to do. You have healing to do, and you know it. You have fear from the past that is part of this healing. You have a fear of getting invested in a real way and having life be life-alteringly changed, dramatically changed. So you are, you're really like, you really want to invest in patience in yourself as you go through this process of learning how to build your own abundance and stability. And that's really hard. Especially if there's some player who's, some hottie, like some hottie hotshot trying to get your attention. But, the next steps are like, do not start something new right now. That's not what you need. You need to heal from the past. You need to lose this fear, get over this person that lied to you. Again, I keep getting this older man thing. I don't know what that's about, but, be patient with yourself. Yes, this is true. You do offer that. But what you need to do is offer this to yourself. Okay? All right. Possible outcomes for Taurus, please. Not yet. What for Taurus, please? Yep. Here we go. It's exactly what I just said. You are going to have a lot of choices coming forward. Can you see that card? Let's see. You will have a lot of choices in life. But not all of them are real choices. Some of them are fake. That's what this card's about. Lots of different emotional appeals. People playing on this desire, right? Offering you fake things. Some of these are beautiful and some of them are not. Some of them are made of stone. And as an outcome, I hope that this outcome, or, I hope that this is saying you will learn to discern these differences. That's the goal anyway, right? This is your outcome. This is your goal. Your goal is to have patience with yourself as you try to discern this, as you try to not fall for players, as you try to only select things that are real options, as you try to learn to not use your bad picker and jump into things. You have to, and will, hopefully, learn to discern the difference between things that are real options that would work for you and things that would not. That is it's a tough lesson, especially if you're lonely. If you're hurt from the past, that's tough. It's tough to not seek comfort when you can get it, right? But it's not building this self-stability and this self-worth, and it's not planting in your own garden. And that's what your guidance is. Get this, really keep this patience with yourself and keep investing in yourself so that you can establish which things are real and which things aren't. And it's difficult. You've been lied to, right? You've been lied to. So it's not surprising that this is hard for you. It's hard for anybody, but when you've been lied to and played and, you know, all of that stuff, it's time to drop this perception of that people have of you, and I think of yourself. You know, you're like, oh, but I really have all this stability and this great stuff to offer people. But you know this is true. You have a bad picker, and it's because you kind of jump into stuff. You kind of or you have been. Maybe not always in life. But again, this is your guidance again. No jumping this time. No jumping this time. Finish out this process of getting over the past. Okay? Of this getting over the past here. Finish it out. Finish that cycle. Let it be done before you begin a new passionate relationship. Okay? So that when you do come forward with this, not only do you have this one pentacle, you have all of these pentacles, all of this stability and abundance to offer somebody that you've built for yourself. Okay? And you will learn. In the end, you're going to learn to not have such a bad picker. You're going to learn to discern this stuff. You know, who has something to offer and who doesn't. Okay? All right, I'm going to get one from the Enchanted Map here. And I chose the Enchanted Map because it's, you know, a map is about the terrain, which is about Earth, which is what the Taurus is. The Taurus is an Earth sign. They are a fixed sign, which means that they are in the middle of their season. Taurus is in the middle of the spring. Fixed signs are stable people. They're determined people. They have depth. They have persistence. But they can sometimes seem rigid and stubborn. Like the flip side of that coin. Oh, let's see here. Field of Dreams. This looks a lot like this to me. And this came out like this as well. And when I do the oracle, it's again guidance. It's more guidance. So yeah, I think that this looks an awful lot alike. Interesting that you're getting guidance from tarot and guidance from the Enchanted Map that is so similar because they're upside down. So the guidance is to learn to build this for yourself. Create your own dreams. This has other friends in it as well. So like, you know, build your internal life, build your internal garden, strengthen your friendships, and, you know, you're going to have, it's going to get easier the more that you invest in yourself. It's going to get easier for you to understand which options are good ones for you and which ones aren't. Okay? All right, Taurus, I hope this helps. Take care. Bye-bye.